Hello guys, CryptoGrounds here. Welcome back to another idle game tutorial video. This is episode 23, and today we're going to be doing some code structure. So as you obviously see, we have our idle tutorial game script. So I'm going to be kind of dividing this up into several different classes because this is not good practice, and I should have done that at the beginning, but I just didn't think that completely. But I'll move that. There we go. Let's see. What do we have here? So we can easily just split things up to like prestige, upgrades, and a player data class. So let's start doing that real quick. So let's create some classes. So we'll create empty. This one will be our player data manager. And we've already started to do that. Like you can see like the event manager, the prestige manager. We've already started to do that. So the prestige manager. We can move all of our prestige here since we already have that. So doing this is going to require you to redrag all your previous stuff. So we're trying to clean things up a bit, right? So here we're going to create a class called player data, or a script. So it already exists. So let's see. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of this, or I'm going to copy it. Okay, I'm going to save it. We're going to get some errors at first. We're going to try to create this. Dang, this won't work. Okay. Well, how about this? Okay, we're just going to create a script called player data manager. It's because player data already exists. Or we can do this. We'll just rename that. So, alright. Hopefully it won't. Oh, we still get errors. So yeah, I'm just changing all of this temporarily until we actually are able to successfully create our script. Because for some reason, Unity just doesn't let us do that. Like the script doesn't exist, but the class already does. So that's yeah, it's just a little annoying. All right, now I can create it. All right, so now we're going to take our class, including the serializable, and just paste it in here. Make sure you didn't rename, or when you did rename your things, make sure you change it back to player data. Also, we need to get our break infinity. Yep, looks like we got everything. Cool. And then in here we can just change that back to player data, not player data 2. Again, I should have done this in a separate class originally, but I decided to get the motive to start cleaning up kind of in the middle of the tutorial series, so I should have done this earlier. Okay, looks like we are error free. Cool. Okay, so now okay, that was odd. Oh yeah, we don't need this right here, right? I don't know what I was thinking. It's because our script, or our class, our script is right here, and since it's not a mono behavior, we can't put in any of the game objects, so it's just completely fine because we don't need to do that. But in our game manager, we will still see our data right here. So I feel like I'm gonna rename this. I'm gonna call it the game controller or something like that, because this will be like where the data is accessed, I guess, where everything will be centralized. All right, let's do prestige. So we have prestige stuff. So let's just clear this. Go to our prestige manager, and we can just start moving things in here. So now we're gonna get some red. Okay, so I'm gonna highlight all this, delete this, delete that. Okay. And then paste that in our update method in prestige manager, which is right here. So this is UI, right? Or no, this is accessed all the time because this is in the header. Okay, so now notation method. I'm gonna move real quick before we continue doing this. Let's go find our notation method. We are going to move this to our custom methods class, so this can be accessed wherever we want to. Is that all the way at the bottom? Paste that in here. Make the method, the string method, static. Cool. Now if we go back up here, we can do, is it custom methods, right? Oh, it's just methods. Alright, so methods dot notations, notation method. You can rename that to something smaller like notate or just notation, whatever you like. Alright, so now that we replaced all of these, we still need to do it in other classes real quick. So like right here. Okay. So we already have our game right here. So this stuff is so total gem boost, that will be in there. Floor. Okay, so we need to get our static break infinity dot big double namespace. So they can do the math stuff just like that. And data will be accessed in game. So what we can do is do var data equals game dot data. So then we can access data like that. Because basically we're creating a variable and we are referencing it to game.data. Alright. So anything we change in this will be changed in game.data as well, because it's creating the same reference point. And total click value, that will be in game. Click value text. Oh, so actually we don't need this right here. So main menu group is in game.main menu group as well. Alright, and then we can do that. So total gem boost, we need to get that real quick. Oh, so game.notation method, that is actually methods.notation method, so don't forget to change that. And we are going to grab our gem stuff. And a prestige method, that can come with us too. So total boost, that will stay here. Total gem boost will come with us. Alright, so we got our two methods right here. And we will copy and paste them inside our prestige manager. We're going to create that other, then we're going to make another data, which is equal to game.data. We are only calling this once, so what we can do is it's game.data.gems levels. So we can delete this because this is prestige, right? Now rebirth, we want to access rebirth. So we're going to add a rebirth class to here. And actually, since we're only accessing it, yeah, we'll just do it just for practice purposes. Public rebirth manager rebirth. All right, we're good there. So total gems boost is going to be accessing the prestige. So this will be prestige.total gem boost, which you should already have. Is this private? I believe it's private, which is why we can't access it. Yeah, right here, yeah, it's private. So make that public. There we go. Also, I wanted to discuss something real quick. What we can do in our player data is, since we don't need to be accessing this data outside of this class, we can make everything internal. Alright, so nothing in here will be accessed in another namespace. So instead of making it private, because you can access it anywhere, and I really don't feel like making tons of getters and setters for these, I'd rather just have it internal where we can only access it in this project, right? So pretty much it's nothing changed, but just to know, like I talked about access. This is an access modifier. If you haven't checked out my access modifier videos, make sure you check that out. It is the video I published before this. Yeah, make sure you check that out. Looks like we're good here. So that was just one thing to mention. And if you don't understand what those are, yeah, just make sure you check those videos out because I explain them pretty well. This will be methods. So yeah, if you see any of these errors, just make sure you change them accordingly. Looks like Advent Manager has them too. Yeah, I had a feeling we're going to make quite a bit of changes. I should have just done bulk, but oh well. Alright, so next, let's do achievements. Let's do that real quick, because that should be a pretty easy one. So we're going to create new empty. Oh, we have an error real quick. Let's just create this object. Achievement manager. What's up? Oh, I haven't done rebirth manager yet. So now let's create our script. So achievement manager. And honestly, these are more like milestones, I guess we can say. Alright, so in our achievement manager, we are just going to grab everything from here. Except run achievements will be public because we want to access it inside this our main update. And also, if you're still confused why I do that, why I have a run method and I do it in here, it's because if I just don't want to use achievements, all I gotta do is just comment it out one line, and that's pretty much why I do that. All right, so public. Any more achievement stuff? Achievements. That could stay. Although I should create a navigation game object. All right, so these come with us. Achievement list. What else? Oh, run achievements. Okay, so we're gonna do achievements dot that, and then at the top we're gonna add it, which will be public achievements manager achievements. Cool. So our achievement screen. Yeah, let's move this. And also these will be game.data. Game, which we need public game. All right. So then we have game.data. And here we can just make a temporary variable, assuming you will have more of these. All right, so now we need our achievements list. What's wrong here? No. Oh, I fixed it. All right, so we can delete this from here, and we'll create a start method. And actually, usually I would create a start achievements as well, but in this case, we don't really need that. So we can just do private void start. All right, that is it. Oh, achievements group. Yeah, so that's inside our game. So that would be game.achievements group. And floor, we need to get our static. So we'll do using static break infinity dot big double. There we go. I don't think we have anything else achievement related. I think that's it. Cool. We're starting to clean things up a bit, but we can go a little further. So this is technically like the main screen, I guess we can say. So I want to move this to an upgrades screen. So let's do that. So let's just see what managers do we really need. Let's create another empty. So we want upgrades manager. Okay. And then our header, like the coins and gem stuff, that will stay in here. All right. What's this? Click bar. Oh, this is the upgrade stuff. So this is all upgrade. Okay. I see now. So let's create this real quick. Upgrade manager. All right. So in here, we are going to grab all of our upgrade stuff. So that will be this. And it will be this stuff. So here we go. And we're going to access our Unity Engine.ui namespace. I'm going to get rid of all these comments. And since we're here, might as well just clean things up a bit. So let's do this. So let's group our text together just like this. And now let's create an array instead, okay? Because I feel like we should be using arrays instead, especially since you can change them whatever size you want in the editor. So we have two. So we're just gonna do click upgrade text equals new text array. All right. So let's initialize it with a size of 2. Again, this can be changed in the editor, in the inspector. If you change it here, now it'll work. But until you save it and once Unity loads your changes, you cannot change this unless you make a new variable. And I've said this before, so hopefully that kind of got stuck in your brain. So yeah, we're gonna start using arrays now. So everything should look a lot cleaner. Okay. I'm sorry if this episode's boring, but this is kind of important. This will save you a lot of work and confusion stress later on. All right. Cool, so we have our text. We can do the same thing for our game object. So let's make that an array. And we'll do the same thing for production upgrade. Cool. See, that's a lot shorter. And if you have 1,000 of these, this will save you a lot of work, wouldn't it? All right. And honestly, I should have used prefabs more. Okay, so what's our error here? Yeah. So let's take this entire thing, delete it, and put it in our own public void run upgrades. So this here, what we can do, let's go to the top and add public upgrade manager upgrades, and then in our update we'll just do if upgrade manager if upgrades group dot game object dot active self, and if it's true, then we will run upgrades dot run upgrades. Okay, so now we don't have to have this if statement in here. No biggie, you can do either or, but I'd rather just have it access in there and then having to initialize or declare another idle tutorial game in here, which we actually have to. So I guess that really didn't matter. So idle tutorial game, and we're going to get our using break infinity namespace and our static break infinity dot big double namespace. Cool. And then we're gonna make a variable in here called data, and we're gonna set that equal. We're gonna set the reference equal to game dot data. All right. And honestly, we can make these arrays too. So why not do that? So let's do this. So we're gonna create var click upgrade cost is equal to new. So this is a big double, right? Yeah. So new big double array with a size of 2. So now it's creating an array every time. So why not have a start? Let's create a private void start. Wow, I cannot type. I've said that so many times. And in here, we're gonna do var. We're gonna create this right here. Except it has to be a public big double. And then what we do here is delete that, and then we initialize it. So every time we start, it will create this array with size 2. Oh, yeah, it's not an array. Duh. All right. We can do the same thing for production. All right. So now what we do here is get rid of this var. Now this is kind of I wish I knew how to efficiently use arrays, because we could do this a lot better, right? So this will be at index 0, and this will be at index 1. And production upgrade cost, index 1, index 0. Okay, so nothing really changed here, right? But what about our costs? So what we can do here, let's group these together. And our level should be F0. Okay. So now what we can do is make a variable. What we can do is we can, or make, not a variable, a method. We can do big double cost, or get cost or something like that. Get upgrade cost, whatever you want. And in here, we can do int index, and then we can also do, we can do true or false, or we can just simply put in the upgrade. So we can do big double array, and this will be the upgrade. Okay, so now what we can do in here is return upgrade I, or not I, index, just like that. And then we can use this. So this, yeah. Okay. Let's make this a string, because we are doing this regardless. Comma F2. There we go. And then in here, what we can do is click upgrade 0. And then in here, we're doing click upgrade costs array, like that. So then we can eliminate these. Also, this should be on the inside. All right. So now we do the same thing for this, right? And remember, we actually made this into array, so we can do click upgrade text at index 0. So now we see a pattern here. So now now we can make this into a for loop by getting the power, which I think we should have. Okay, I see. All right. So let's make another array for powers. All right. So this will be public big double powers, or let's see, do we have different ones? Yeah, this is just for click. This will be click upgrade power, and this will be equal to new predefined array. So this one we have 1 and 5, right? Because that's 1 and 5. Now you could do the same thing for here, but we don't need to because we are already assigning that. Okay. Just make sure you set it like that. Also, it looks like we can just, yeah. All right, so click upgrade power is equal to that. So then in here, what we can do is do some conversion. So we can put a $sign right here. And then in here, we can do 0, or we can just do 1, right? Now in a for loop, I'm going to show you how to change that. And we're only going to do this once. Okay, so now we're going to bind this with our string, putting curly braces around it. Same thing here. And we can easily just make this one entire string with this method. All right, just like that. And then also for here, we can do click upgrade powers at index 0. And now this will be 1. So now let's convert this into a for loop. Obviously, we only have 2 upgrades, but I'm going to show you how to do that anyways. So we are starting at index 0. So var I equals 0 is less than, so we only have 1 upgrade. So we can either do less than or equal to 1, but I'm just going to do less than or equal to, or I is less than 2 because it'll never hit 2. And I++. And that just looks kind of easier to read, in my personal opinion. So now let's replace these. So this will be I. This will be I plus 1. Because if we start at 0, we want 1 and then 2, right? And this will be I, and this one will be I as well. So now we have this string right here, the level. So that's kind of an issue, right? Also, looks like it wasn't displaying things correctly right there. Okay. So now in here, I guess what we can do is just get upgrade level. And then we'll assign this to level. So now this is like, I wish I made an array for this. I could do an array manager, but I really feel like that's inefficient in our case. So actually, I don't want to make a really long switch statement. So let's just make an int array. This will be a temporary array. So this will be click upgrade levels. And basically we're going to set this equal to new int 2. So now we're going to create 2 more methods. Hopefully this is not too much going on. Private void array manager. All right, we only need 1, but well, we'll need 2 because of production upgrade. But so in here, we're going to set this. We're going to set click upgrade levels at index 0 equal to click upgrade level 1. We're going to do var data equals game.data. And then now we can do data.click upgrade 1 level. And then we will do that for the second level. Just like that. So now what we can do is we will do levels. So we'll do the same thing there. Now, you don't have to have this notation method. If you don't want this for your level, then just throw your level in right here. But since I want my notation method just to be safe, what I can do is do int upgrade, right? Yeah, upgrade level. And then what we'll do here is return methods.notation method. And in here will be click upgrade levels. Oh, no, this is just upgrade level at index, comma, F2. Oh, make this an array too. Okay. All right. So now we can do, so now it will access this if we type in get upgrade level I, and then our upgrade level is click upgrade levels. Like that. There you go. That should work. So that means we can eliminate this text right here. And now we have by max text to handle. Okay. So let's go here. Where is this? Oh, so this is still in here. Okay, so we're gonna have to optimize these. Yeah, this looks like it's all gonna go in upgrades. We can definitely change stuff around because that is very messy. And since we're handling arrays, we really don't need to make it this bad. All right, so let's copy all of those. So that's if you saw, that's the upgrade methods and including all of the by max and the by max count methods. And we're just gonna copy them here. So before we start like changing data and things around, let's just try our best to get something like this, right? So in here we can definitely do var data equals game.data. That will clear some of our issues. So now our next one is costs. So we created that click cost upgrade cost array. So this will be, since this is C2, this will be at click upgrade cost 1. All right. And now for level, we can easily do the same thing. So now I wish I kind of like, we can do 2 things. Let's try this. So we're going to try a by click upgrade method and a by production upgrade method, just so we can do this completely based on arrays. All right, so this will be, first, before we forget, this will be added by click upgrade power in index 1. And we can just replicate that for the cost. And we'll do levels. Click upgrade. Where is that? Where is that array? Oh, it's not data. That's why. Sorry if I'm jumping around, but there's one thing we need to do. So we set this array, but what if we want to change the array? So we got to make another one. We got to do non-array manager. So this will be called on our upgrades, and this is basically just the complete opposite. So data.clickUpgrade1 level is equal to the click upgrade levels at index 0, and we'll do the exact same thing for the second one. All right. So this will be called only on upgrade. So we'll just move this right here, non-array manager. And now we can start to see how things make it a lot easier, right? So we're going to change this int upgrade ID to int index. And now what we can do here is move this to the outside of the switch statement because we're going to eventually delete it. We can set index to here. See how much easier that is? So we don't even need this anymore either, right? So we have our click. Now what about our production? So this is the exact same thing here. See how much simpler that is? And now we can have our buy production upgrade. All right, so this will be production upgrade cost, which I don't have yet. So let's implement that real quick. All right, so we do have production upgrade cost. Okay. What else do we modify in here? So let's go back. Let's see, what else do we do? So we just changed the level and we access the costs. All right, so we don't need this right here. We just need the production upgrade cost at index. And then for levels, we will do the same thing, but we need to create this real quick. So we have a lot of red going on, so make sure you pay close attention to what I'm doing. So we're gonna make a new array, int array, production upgrade levels, and we will set that equal to new int size 2. Now you can change this to however many upgrades you have, right? All right, so I don't think we need this anymore. We're almost there. Okay, so now array manager, that will be accessed in run upgrades. Let's see, run upgrades. Okay, so the problem with this now is that this isn't UI. So let's change this to run upgrades UI, and this one will be public void run upgrades. Okay, and this will call our array manager, and yeah, this should all be UI. That is all pretty much UI, except for automation. So actually, let's get these costs. No, they're not. No. It's okay. Never mind. Scratch that. Actually, so no. Sorry, I'm looping myself. Since we are doing arrays here, we do need to access this in our run upgrades. Just because we have automators that will try to access these costs too. Eventually, we haven't coded that yet because we got. Why? Oh, I'm flipping it. It's because we haven't actually made the buy max access the arrays yet. So in here, in our run, this will be run upgrades UI, and then in here will be run upgrades. Oh, we gotta assign that to upgrades. Cool. So, all right, let's go back to our buy. This will be buy production upgrade. And yeah, we're pretty much done with this. We gotta go back to our array manager and do this exact same thing for production upgrades. Hopefully this isn't too much to handle. There's just a lot that we can do to clean up. And I don't even think I'm gonna get through all of it today. Just at least you know the gist of what I'm doing. Oh shoot, why'd I do that? There we go. Cool beans. So now we need to get our buy max. So let's start from the top. So we have our max right here and our count. So this will always be equal to our coins. So this will be var data equals game.data. Oh, that pretty much does that. So now we have our levels. So add the non-array manager to the end. So our level is going to be equal to int index. So int index. So our click upgrade levels at index. There we go. And coins click value, this will be, is that the power? I believe that's the power. No, that's it. That's fine. Make sure that's not data. There we go. So I think that's it. Oh, so we need to have our base costs actually. Okay, so we need to make another array. And if you use different scalings right here, you should make an array for those too. I mean, you're gonna have to. So this will be public big double click upgrade base costs. Okay. And this will be equal to a new big double at size 2. Actually, since we don't change these, we can easily just initialize those. So that's equal to, let's see, we got 10 and 25, right? So in here, we set them here. Okay, that makes sense. And we should honestly do that for power as well. Cool. So now we'll do this for power as well, because we don't want to define arrays in here like that. What was it, 1 and 5? All right, there we go. This is what our setup for right here looks like. That should be good. Okay. So now down here, we can do base costs equals click upgrade base costs at index. Anything else? So yeah, the same thing for the multiplier. Remember, just make an array just like I did for that. All right. We can do that real quick, just so you aren't confused and don't forget, just because I didn't do it in the video. I'm kind of organizing things real quick. So this will be our cost mults. And we will, this honestly can be a double. This will be a double. Or it could be a decimal, but we're just going to set it to a double. And this will be 1.07 and 1.07. Again, this is, even though this is the exact same thing, in your situation, it'll probably be different. All right, and since these are doubles, we can delete that double keyword. Okay, still got lots to do. Whew. All right, so back in here, we can do cost mults at index. And honestly, I think this is it. I think we're done. And if you have a separate currency, then just run it in here. Otherwise, we are good. Okay, so now we have we need to do the count. So this will be the same thing, the same setup. So we can just copy and paste this and replace that. And we need to put index as a parameter for the method, and it will run the same thing. So we got both of these done. This can be private because we're only accessing inside this class. So now 2, okay, so here's the issue. So we got this right here. So we can multiply n by power, and we'll do that index. Because remember, like, our first one is 1, and then we have 5. So that will solve our issue. And we are bada bing, bada boom, done with here. Click upgrade, done with that. We don't need that. So this will be 0 for 1, and then 2, or 0 for the first upgrade, and 1 for the second upgrade. So now production is pretty much the same thing here, but we're not doing anything coins click value. So in fact, this is going to be a little easier. So let's rename these methods to by click upgrade max, and this will be click upgrade max count. Cool. So this will be here, and we can basically just replace, so we have our production here as our base. So let's copy those above in our arrays. So we have these right here. So now let's just replace the names as production. 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 Okay, and now we are going to initialize these as well. So power, what is power? I don't think we need, we don't need a power. We just need a base cost. And we need our cost molds, which are the exact same. So, however, the cost for these, let's see, what are they? So we have 25 and 250. So make sure you change these, the base cost, to 25 and 250. Cool. Also, what we can do here on run upgrades, we can change this from 10 to, in case you want to change the base cost in the future, you can just call the base cost array, just as so. And make sure you replace these with the production base costs. Perfecto. And you can do the same thing with the cost mults right here. 0. So now this looks a little more lengthy, but in general, this makes it a lot easier to manage and to look at, because you just got to look back at your array. Cool. So we are cleaning things up. We still got to finish these methods though. All right. So what is this one? Yeah, so this is production, okay? Production. And this one will be production base costs. Production base costs. And this will be production cost molds for R and our levels. We can get rid of this. And our levels will be production upgrades levels instead. And I think this is it. So now we can copy and paste this as well for our production max. We'll set that to int index. Oh, we're doing count. Right. And make sure you have that non-array manager. And we're gonna put we're gonna make an integer parameter index. And we're gonna add our data, game equals game data. And we're gonna just replace things. Perfect. This is absolutely perfect. So now what we can do is delete all this junk, because I'm pretty sure some of you have 100 of these, and I'm just like, oh my god, what have I done? I've created such a monster. But now we fix that. All right. So now we need to do the same thing for text. So let's just pretty much copy and paste this, or we don't have to copy and paste it. We can just create another for loop, and this will be click max text at index I, and this will be equal to by click upgrade, and we'll just put our index in it, which is I. Beautiful. Now we can reformat this to make this look a little better, so we can just put the $, get rid of this stuff, and adding curly braces. There we go. And then we can get rid of this second text. And now we have our production upgrade text. So do we still have that array? No, we don't. So we need to make that array real quick. Oh, that's why, because it's the wrong label. All right, so we can actually join this in the same for loop instead of making numerous ones. So here we'll just copy and paste this, get rid of that. See, this is completely like saving our lives. So here, okay. All right. So our production upgrade text at index I is going to be equal to this. So now this is going to be a little tricky because we have this stuff in the middle of it. So we have our index I. We need to put that $. Okay. So we don't need our string, we just need to get our upgrade costs. And this will be production upgrade costs. Ah, what happened to my dollar? What happened to me dollar? Oh, I'm setting it in the wrong place. That's why. We can get rid of this. Production cost. There we go. Now for here, this will be. So let's see. What's the difference between these two? So let's. Is it the same thing? Yeah, that is the same thing. Okay, I don't know why I'm like so worried about that. All right, so this will be game.total boost, and this will be prestige. So we don't have prestige, but we're gonna access it from the game because I don't want to declare a whole new thing. Total boost. Oh, total boost is private. We have to make this public. Cool. And now for the string, so for the upgrade, it's simply get level. Okay, let's see. What's wrong here? What are we still missing? Okay, I see. We can get rid of this. So this is, okay. Okay, I see what we can do here. So let's just wrap this all up in a it's methods.notation method. And then in here, we will do comma F2. Wow, we still getting issues. Okay, I see why. Perfect. Not yet, but almost perfect. Cool, so make sure you clean up your parentheses. This levels will be at I, right? Okay, so I was confused what the prestige levels was, but this is actually at 1 because it's an upgrade. I totally forgot I made that. But anyways, this should be it for that. Cool, so now we have our buy max upgrade, which that's a pretty simple copy and paste. And then we'll just replace that with the production max text. Prod max text. Do I not have that yet? Why do I not have that yet? I swear. Oh, okay. I don't know how I did not get that. Weird. There we go. Okay. And then this buy click upgrade, this will be production instead. Buy production upgrade max. We can get rid of these. Nice. We are very limiting this. So now we should make a for loop for this, and I will. So, but first, we need to have our unlock costs. So, alright. I believe these are the last ones, and then we're done. This will be a new array. This will be production upgrade. Unlock costs. And we'll do the same thing for click. And we will just declare, or we will just create a new array. And this will be predefined. So what is this? 10, 15. So we have 5, 25. 5, 25. And this also has to be a big double. And then for our production, it is 5 and 150, I believe. Is that correct? Nope, it's 15 and 250. Cool. So now let's create this an array, which we can just do click upgrade at I. .gameObject.setActive. If data.coins collected is greater or equal than click up or unlocks. Yep. At index I. And we'll do the same thing for production. And this will be production instead. Cool. See how much we can even get rid of these. That's a bonus. Look at that. Look how simple this is. This is so simple. It went from that 100, maybe 200 line piece of monster to just this beautiful for loop. Very easy. And you can close these and just look how awesome this looks, right? All right, so now we are error free except for Automata Manager. What's wrong here? Oh, okay. So now this is where our autos are a little whacked up. Okay, so let's get started on the auto part. So here I changed the buy upgrade to buy upgrade ID. I don't know why it was set to name, but yeah, that's pretty much what that is. So, okay, okay, I think I can figure this out. I think we're just gonna use this. We're gonna change things up. Okay, so the problem with this is that we have C and P. So I feel like we should just do, I think we should just use a list for this. So let's create a list. Let's do private string list. No, it's just a private list type string. And this will be called auto IDs equals, yeah, that'll just be it. And then what we can do, we can set this equal to equals new list string. Okay, so now in here, let's do C1. So we can always adjust these. Because what's different about arrays and lists is that these can be changed whenever. So if you literally add another one, it'll add it to it'll add it automatically. I'm not sure. I remember being told why it does that, but I don't exactly remember off the top of my head what that reason was. So we are just going to do like this. P1, P2. And honestly, we can do a dictionary too. Sorry about that. I was getting ready for my AP test. Yes, that is right after this video. It's approximately 13 minutes, so. Alright, yeah, 13 minutes. I gotta take this damn AP exam. Alright, so what I decided to do is that we're gonna do two autos. We're gonna do C auto, we're gonna do P auto. Okay? And this will simply just be an ID. So we have. Wait, so what's this? So, okay, so we only have two autos for now, right? So, okay, so we can revert that. So this will just be, this will be 0, this will also be 0, okay? Right? No, because this is, okay, so we need to have two different IDs. So this, the first one's gonna be the level ID, and the second one's gonna be like the actual, like, upgrade ID, okay? So we'll just comment this right here. Level upgrade, okay? Then in here, we're gonna do int upgrade. We're gonna do int index. Okay, so and this will be the exact same thing as C auto. I don't want to copy and paste this, but I don't have much time, and I'm gonna skip the video because obviously I still got stuff I need to do. But let's see, C auto we have. We're gonna do if. Okay. So here we're just gonna put I in here. Max count. Okay, it's because it's private. Why did I do that? So make these public because I forgot they are accessed somewhere else. Okay, now that should work. Okay, right. So we need to create our upgrades reference. So public upgrade manager upgrades. We're gonna do upgrades dot by click upgrade, and then we're gonna do index right here is not equal to 0, then we're just going to call this. And make sure it's not the count, make sure it's the actual bymax. There we go. That's all we need from here. Okay, because we're going to run all the autos we need to. So we can pretty much just delete this. Okay. So now we got p-auto. I just don't like this copy and paste thing that's going on right now. But we will try to fix that later on. So we have the same thing, but it's going to be a production upgrade. And here is also production. So this should work generally, but I just hate how I set this up. Now, how does the auto levels work? So run auto, see auto. So where's our levels? Our levels is 2. Okay, I see how we did it this way. All right. Not the best way, but this will work for now. Actually, what I just realized, we can create a method here. Let's do that. Let's do void. I don't know what method this is, but we're just gonna call this by. Oh no, because it will return this entire thing, right? Well, we'll just put this in here, and this will be int ID. Now, I believe we can just replace this with by ID. And that should work. We can do the exact same thing here. And there we go. Okay. Alright, I gotta take my AP test. I will continue after this cut. Alrighty, I'm back. I just finished my AP test. Anyways, let's get back to the video. What were we doing? So we just fixed the automation, right? Yeah. Okay. So I need to move this real quick because I totally forgot to move this into upgrades because this is upgrade related. So we'll just put this where the rest of the UI is. And now we can use arrays for this too, but I only have one progress bar, so we're not going to bother. And then we'll just grab these. This can stay in here. Yeah, that's fine. Save that, and then we will bring this into the UI, which is right there. And now these variables is game.coinsTemp click cost. Oh, click cost 1. That's in here, right? So let's get click upgrade cost 1. So that's index 0. And then that's the same thing for the smooth progress bar. And then that's it. I think that's all the moving I'm going to do around today, because this is pretty much like gems to get. Yeah, this can all just stay in here. I mean, this can move to the prestige. Let's do that. So let's go to our run method and just drop that in here. I think that's it, really. If you have anything else that I can improve on, like the methods, that could be in its own script too. So let's do that real quick, and then we're good. So wait, this is a static. This is a mode behavior class. Okay. So let's duplicate this. Let's call this method manager. Clear that. Methods. We already have one, right? No, we gotta create a script called methods. So that exists already. Okay. Let's do this. Let's call it methods 2, because we're gonna rename it once we're done creating it. Let's open that up, and then go back to here, grab all of this, and then replace it. Done. And then now we still need to have 2 more new namespaces. So we need the Unity engine.ui namespace. We need the break infinity namespace, and we need the static break infinity dot big double namespace. Cool. We're done. So now we gotta rename the script, or else it's gonna cause issues. See, it'll cause this issue here where because you must have a class name methods too in your script. All right. So let's just gotta change this to rename methods, and that will fix the issue. Cool. So we don't need to do anything here. So these are all levels. This is all the UI we have to drag in right here. So yes, we will have to drag everything back in. So I'm gonna like cut the video and I'm gonna fast forward the video while I do this, if I remember. Okay, so we have the upgrades done. Now for achievement, that's on its own. So this one we need to drag the main script, which is the game manager. And then we have our achievement screen, which is right here. Upgrade manager, blop. Rebirth manager, prestige. We just need the rebirth one here. Yeah, I thought we needed the upgrades. Okay, never mind. So yeah, just drag your rebirth manager in here, and then we need our gems text, gems boost text, gems boost to get text. What is this gems text? Is this? Okay, that's the header. Why is that in the prestige though? Is that okay? Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so we'll just steal that from the header. Prestige. We have our gems text right here, our gems boost, and then in the main screen we have our prestige button, which is right there. Cool. I think that's it. So yeah, ignore this because we only have 2 events, unless you have more. Oh yeah, we need our achievement manager and our upgrade manager. And then we're gonna test it, and it should be flawless. Okay, let's run it. Cool. So we'll just run each one just to make sure everything actually loads pretty good. Looks like it does. Oh, so okay, our upgrades are not working. I forgot about that. We have to reassign all of our upgrades. So here's our first one right here. So yeah, here's our 4 upgrades. Right, now we gotta go to the actual button. Okay, so we have our max, so let's do that real quick. So this one will be, so we'll assign both of these at the same time, because we only have one. We need to drag all these upgrade managers, so we'll just do that first. So drag the upgrade managers to the on click. And then we will assign that to by click upgrade max, that is 0, and this is 1. And then for these, the click upgrades, we'll do by click upgrade, and that is 0, that is 1. Same thing for production. 0, 1, 0, 1. Oh, these are click. Cool. They should work now. I think that's all the buttons we had to do. It looks like it's not saving though. Why is it not saving? Yeah, so there we go. Perfect. I wonder if that's the save system. I wonder if it's because we made everything internal. So let's see. In our main script, we are saving our data, but I think it's because it's internal. I think it's because we're trying to save it to another file, and that kind of breaks our rule for internal. So we might have to revert that back to public. So let's see. If this doesn't save, then we're going to revert back to public real quick. Yep, that doesn't save. All right, so let's just change all of this back to public because big brain me thought that would work. Okay, now things should save. Unless it's a loading issue. No, it's a save. So let's see. It should save now. It's not saving. Why is it not saving? Do we have a time limit? Oh, we have a timer. Okay, so let's just play this for a while. Okay, I think it's been about 15 seconds. So let's save that. Let's check the game manager. Let's see if it actually saved. Yep, now it just saved. Perfect. So now it should work. If it doesn't, I'm gonna cry. Perfect. It saves. All right. I think we are good to go. Yep. It's not Tuesday though. Wait, is it? No, it's Wednesday. Okay. So this event shouldn't be here, but it's Tuesday. So, or it's Wednesday. So we're gonna see that anyways. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry if this wasn't as interesting as I thought it would, but hopefully this was very helpful for you guys in organizing your project in the future, and I taught you guys something. Anyways, if you enjoy, leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and turn on notifications. And in the comments, tell me one thing you learned about the series, and what's the one most important thing you've learned from this series so far. Alright, so comment that below and I'll be sure to check that out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.